Hello, I'm David Lockington, and I have been an artistic partner with the Northwest Sinfonietta, and this is going to be a program I'm conducting on March the 5th and the 6th in Tacoma and Puyallup. And with me here on the screen, you can see Libor Ondras, who is a dear friend, a wonderful violist and violinist, grew up in Slovakia and has lived in the United States about 30 years. And he is going to be playing a piece that I wrote now 4 years ago. And it was commissioned by Libor. So I'm going to ask Libor to tell us a little bit about how this came about.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to come and work with David again and play for you and introduce this wonderful piece that David wrote for me. It was the universe aligned when this happened. We played a chamber music with David and his lovely wife, Dilana. And one of our dear supporters came up and asked David if he would consider writing a piece for chamber orchestra. And then we started talking more about it. And David, I don't know if it was in spite or if he really wanted to do this for me, that I'm going to write a viola concerto. Anyways, we had a wonderful time. It was a journey of exploration. I can't be more excited about playing this piece. And the more I practice it, I discover new nuances, and it keeps me engaged musically. It keeps me engaged technically, as it's kind of a virtuosic piece. You would not expect anything else from David. Again, universe aligned. I mean, here is a wonderful conductor, a very talented composer, and top-notch cellist. So that's obvious that a piece like this would come out of pen of such a talented person. And it's called Violet Concerto. And so maybe, David, you can talk a little bit about why is it called Violet Concerto?
Well, this is the funny thing. I started the concerto before my granddaughter Violet was born. And the first movement represents how I felt at the time, nothing to do with Violet. It was this very angsty kind of taut first movement. After she was born, 2 days later, a melody popped into my head when I woke up, and it was the Violet lullaby. And so I used that theme for the second movement, some variations, and then themes from the second movement. That Violet theme gets transfigured in the last movement, becomes a dancing, joyful melody. And I hope that, this normal transition from darkness to light takes place during this viola concerto, which is written because Libor is originally from Eastern Europe, in a kind of passionate Eastern European style. I mean, harmonically, it's a little bit like Kodai, at times Bartok, and then the ending with the optimism has got some qualities of Copland. So it's emotionally very exciting and kind of on the edge at times. But I wanted to get a really wide range of emotion, just as I wanted to get a wide range of technique and sounds from the viola as well.
Yes, and you write it so well and explore all, the entire range. There is so many passages that are in what we call stratosphere for viola. But there is also, it just opens with this beautiful open C on the lowest string. So you get to hear all the colors, and like David said, lots of different articulation. I would almost say extended techniques here with ricochet, glissando, pizzicati, you name it. So, and what I like about it too is that when you get to work on that piece, you recognize this idea of almost like thematic development, a continuous variation, if you will. So bringing those motifs back and putting them in a different context. And suddenly, like you say, the Violet theme, which is a beautiful, beautiful lullaby, becomes this almost like a Hungarian Czardas at one point. So it's incredible, the transformation.
I can't wait to do this with you, Libor, and with the Northwest Sinfonietta, who I'm just so thrilled to be coming back to conduct. It's just a special group of people. And we also have on the program a Haydn Symphony No. 6 and a beautiful Mozart concerto with a young concerto winner recently, an oboist. And so it's going to be a really beautiful program with 2 soloists and ending with the Violet Viola Concerto with Libor. So I hope you'll be able to join us in Tacoma, 7:30 at the Rialto, in Puyallup at 2 o'clock at that wonderful indoor-outdoor auditorium they have there. It's one of my favorite places to perform. And so we'll hope to see you soon for this very exciting program of Haydn, Mozart, and Lockington.